Hi everyone, my name is Nick and I used to be an assistant at Gulbenkian Youth Theatre. I'm here today to teach you a dance style that is called Vogue. I know that you guys have been looking at Joseph Cornell. He's another artist from New York, and Vogue had its origins in Harlem, which is kind of north of Manhattan. It's in the northern part of New York. The kind of concept behind the dance is that it's all based on poses. So if you think of Vogue as in the fashion magazine, what you're doing with Vogue is you're basing a lot of your movements around the kind of poses that models will be doing in those pages. So we're going to dive straight in. I'm going to stand back here so you can see me a little better. One of the things to really consider when you're dancing Vogue is that everything should be really precise, and you want to create really defined shapes. So we're going to focus on dancing with our arms today. Feet do get involved in Vogue, but if you could get some really strong arm work going, then you can add the feet in at a later date. We're going to do a very, very short routine which covers a lot of the different aspects of Vogue all in one. I'm going to break it down for you. We're going to go nice and slowly. We're going to dance it with some music. We're going to do it super, super slowly. And then we might speed it up a little bit depending on how brave we're feeling. If there's anything that you don't understand in this video, or if there's anything that you think I've gone a little bit too fast, the great thing about having a video is that you can just scrub back and re-watch the explanation again. Okay, let's get started. On the count of one, the first thing that we're going to do with our arms is bring both of them up in front of us like this. Now I'm going to turn to the side so that you guys can see what I am doing. I have got a nice straight arm here. It's held in line with my shoulder, and if you look underneath the arm, if we go along like this and down like this, it should be a nice right angle, or it should be like the corner of a square. Okay, so we do this on one. Then on the count of two, both of our arms are going to go out to the sides. And again, you will see we've got nice straight arms. They're in line with our shoulders, and we're creating a nice square shape underneath the arms like this. So those first two moves again are 1, 2. On the count of 3, we are going to raise our arm up like this, but at the same time we are going to bend our wrist down to create another of those right angle shapes at the top of our arm. I'm going to bob down slightly so that you can definitely see exactly what I'm doing. So on the count of 3, we go up like this. If you need like an image to kind of imagine what's going on, it's almost like you are a bit like a flamingo at this point. You've got the flamingo's tail over here, you've got the head all the way up here, and you've got the beak coming out there. Again, you're creating a nice square there. All we're doing on the count of 4 is swapping those arms over like this. So this one comes back down here and is nice and straight, and this arm is heading up, and we're creating that nice bird shape again with our other arm. So let's go from the count of 1, nice and slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to move on. As I say, if you're struggling with any of that, you can wind the video back and just have another look at what I'm doing. So we are in this position. On number 5, we're going to bend at the elbow like this, so that our forearm comes down on top of our heads. What you're wanting to do again is create that nice right angle and box shape with this part of your arm. You will notice I'm not doing a perfect right angle because my head is a little bit taller than my upper arm. So I'm kind of having to cheat it and and place the arm on top of my head. If you've got a slightly smaller head, you might have to hold it in place. This is, if I was creating a really good box shape, this is where my arm would come, but resting in front of my forehead, it looks a little bit rubbish. So we are placing it on top of our head. Okay? Give your arms a little bit of a shake out. If you've been following along and you've got those nice straight lines, sometimes you can get, your arms can get a little bit tense and hold a little bit of tension. So shake them out regularly and just make sure that you're not building up that tension. Okay, so we've gone to here on 5, and this arm is still out here. On number 6, we are going to lift this arm up, and at the same time, we are going to put this hand, which has been pointing up to the sky with a nice box shape, down next to our head. I'm just going to break down what's going on with this arm over here. So you're bringing it down like so. So your arm is fully bent back on itself, and you've got a nice right angle going on here. This should definitely cause a bit of a stretch. You should feel it in your arms when you're stretching this bit, but don't hurt yourself. If it's too much, then just be very, very mindful of it. We've gone to here. What we're going to do is we're going to use our arm up here to roll our wrist round so it's bent backwards. I'm going to come a little bit closer so that you can see my wrist. So from here, we've got a nice straight arm up here. Oh, I'm going to sink down even lower. We've got a nice straight arm up here. You want to bend it down, roll it round, and push it backwards. So that movement again, we bring it forward, we turn it around, we push it backwards. One more time, down, round, and push it backwards. That might take a few goes until you have that one. So again, if you need to, just wind back and you can learn that one at your own pace. So let's go from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On 8, this arm is going to come down and it's going to grab onto the other hand. You want to try and make sure that, again, you've got a nice box shape on this side around your head. And again, you might have to juice it if, like me, you've got a large head. But you hold on there. And that is your first count of 8. On the second count of 8, on number 1, all you're going to do is flip your arms over like this. Okay, so you move to the exact same position on the other side of your body, but with your fingers touching like this. So if I was doing it just out of nowhere, I'd have this hand here, I'd have this hand over the top. We've started here, we're going to move over here. We are going to keep our arms going, and this next bit all happens in one big fluid movement, but I'm going to break it down for you. We've got to make sure that our fingers are still touching. They're going to point out to one side. I'm going to pull my arm back, and when I get to my elbow, I'm going to bring my elbow underneath my arm, put it forward, and then this hand is going to carry on across my whole body. Okay? That takes quite a lot of counts. You haven't got to do it too quickly. So we have finished here on 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? We go 7, 8. And that is the full routine for today. Let me break down that last bit again for you, just so you can see it nice and slowly. And then again, as I say, we can go all the way back. I'm going to demonstrate it a couple of times for you, once nice and slowly, once nice and quickly, and then you guys can go away and you can try it with some music. The best music to use for Vogue is music that has a really strong beat, so you can really hear those counts. So in the music, you can hear the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want something that's got a really strong beat to it. And I may send out a couple of music recommendations alongside the video. Okay, so let's dance it through nice and slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Go back over that a few times, do it nice and slowly, do it nice and slowly with some music as well, and then if you're feeling brave, you can speed it up a little bit. You could do it as fast as you like, but I'm just going to do it at a slightly faster tempo so that you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this bit with your arm, you really kind of have to pace that yourself, and make sure that you use up all the counts. Just for a little bit of a demonstration as to what it can look like, I'm going to go super fast so you can see what the style kind of looks like in full. This might go horribly wrong, who knows, but we'll find out together, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was wrong, but it was all voguing. It's all good. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy trying it out. Yeah, it's a really, really fun dance style, and it's all about posing. So if you get the moves really slowly, all you've then got to do is speed them up a little bit. Have a great summer, have lots of fun, and I hope you've enjoyed. Bye!